City boy, city boy.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we started off the show tonight with some superstar walkouts, all right, where we saw Logan Paul, the Street Profits, the MFTs, Charlotte Flair, and then ended off with Piper Niven.
Huh?
This is how the show fucking kicked off. That's where that $30. This is what, look, man. $30. This is how your show is kicking off. Triple H, Paul Levesque. This is just unacceptable, man. I'm already at my wits. I don't think I can watch these shows all the way through anymore, man. I don't think I can do it. Here's the thing. When the show starts off, and the people that you send out there to get the people hyped is not the WWE champion, not the champion, we got the Wyatt Six. Why don't we see the Wyatt Six somewhere doing something? Not the champions, not people in actually important feuds. None of that shit. We see Logan Paul, we see the Street Profits, the MFTs, because they're in a match tonight. And then Charlotte and Piper Niven, because they're in a match tonight. And we're supposed to be hyped. This is how you're supposed to hook the audience when you're starting off your show, and this is how you start it up. Live from Dublin, Ireland, for the first time. Great. Awesome. What's the story? What's going on this week? Oh, well, this week we got Logan Paul. He showed up. We got the Street Profits. They're going to be in a match with the MFTs. We got the Queen, Charlotte Flair. She's going to be in a match with Piper Niven of the Secret Service. I'm supposed to get hyped to open up my wallet to spend $30 for this, for the culmination of what's going to happen in tonight's show. Where's Cody? Where's Cena? Why is he not in the superstar walkout? Like, I understand Cena, I guess he's supposed to just come, make his one singular appearance in the night. He gets paid however much he gets paid, and he moves on to whatever his next appearance is. I get that that's the deal that he has right now. But seriously, it's his last run, and you're not milking him? No, Diddy? You're not milking John Cena right now, bro? You don't have him everywhere? Why is he not all throughout the show? Whenever it's time for John Cena to appear on a show, it should be the John Cena show. The whole thing should be centered around John Cena being there. How everyone feels about John Cena being there. How it's his last time there. In whatever city they're in. Oh, it's his last time here. Maybe bring back some legends that John Cena faced back in the day from Dublin, Ireland, and have them, share a beer into the bar or something like that. Have somebody come out, have an issue with him, a little skirmish. John Cena can have a little mini match, not even an actual match. He just goes out there, AAs a couple of jobbers, and then calls it a night. Why is he not littered throughout these shows? No, we got to deal with Charlotte Flair and fucking Piper Niven. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy it's your boy Nate the Great, back with another video. And we gotta go ahead and do our Friday Night SmackDown review, man. Alright, I realized I didn't do my intro. I had to get that in there for you. You know what I mean? This is what they want us to spend money on, man. They're talking about WrestleMania tickets supposed to be $70,000 for the front row. You got to pay $2,000 to sit in the nosebleed seats. All the section 250, all the way up at the very tip top of the Allegiant Stadium. You got to pay at least $1,500, some odd change like that. You got to pay $6,000 to go to the Lollapalooza, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay at least, in order to get in there, in the door, you have to pay at least $500. And that's before we get to taxes and all that extra shit. Like, this is the product that we're supposed to be paying all this money for, man. Like, I get it. I guess there was a point in time where, you know, Vince McMahon, he was like, you know what, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, they're trying to hoe me out of my company. And before I let them hoe me out of my company, I'll fucking break bread. I'll get paid. I can get paid so much money. I can sell my company. They can have the shit. All right. And we'll see where this company is within the next few years. That was, I believe in my heart of hearts, that was Vince McMahon's mindset. Especially before, once he got, and then, obviously the whole thing happened. I'm pretty sure he knew that whole thing was about to blow up in his face. And I'm still under the impression that was a coup. Like, that something actually, like, this was something that was cooked up and schemed up by who knows backstage and to get Vince completely out of there. Completely off the board, completely having no say, no creative control in the company anymore. Vince McMahon is now gone. And this is the product that lays in the wake. Vince McMahon, I get it. I get where he was coming from. And I get where TKO is coming from. They came in, they bought this company thinking, oh yeah, we're going to get The Rock. We're going to get Stone Cold. We're going to get Mick Foley. We're going to get Shawn Michaels. We're going to get all these people. John Cena, Batista, Randy Orton. We're going to get all these legends and all this. No. You're going to get Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. That's what you're getting. You're getting fucking Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. That's what you're getting. You're getting the Motor City Machine Guns. That's what you're getting, bruh. Like, there's not even much to talk about in this show. Like, the reason why you're getting this review so late, it's like this review is coming out. It's going to come out a little later than I wanted it to. I wanted to, go ahead, do my recording, hit my editing, get the video dropped sometime within 2 hours, 3 hours after the show is over. That's how I normally like to do it, right? No, this is going to come out sometime in the early morning because this show was so fucking boring that I fell asleep during the Street Profits and MFT's match, man. There's not much on this show to fucking talk about, bro. It's more interesting right now for me to talk about everything else that's going on around it. That's just what it's been for the past few months. Like, talking about the show, which I do, right? Which I do. But talking about the show, it's not as interesting anymore because there's nothing happening that's interesting. Nothing that has actual thought. Nothing that's just, more than surface level of who's the better wrestler. Who's going to become a champion. The championships don't mean shit. You got Becky Lynch starting off the show after we get Piper Niven and some superstar walkouts. Just because Becky Lynch is from Ireland, but we don't have any other Irish legends. Where's Finlay? You know what I'm saying? Is Finlay dead? Can somebody put down in the comments below, is Finlay dead? Let me know. Because, where's Sheamus? You know what I mean? Why? Sheamus is more of a fucking legend than Becky Lynch. If you're going to have anybody coming over from fucking Raw to cut a promo, why would you not have a former WWE champion? A former multiple-time world champion? A former tag champion, a multiple-time mid-card champion. Why would you not have Sheamus, a future Hall of Famer in his own right? Why would you not have him open up the show? If you're gonna have a Raw superstar open up the show because they're from Ireland, right? Why not have Sheamus? We get Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch proceeds to cut one of the worst promos that I've ever heard start off the show in a very, very long time. Like, she got to open up the show, and this is what she started off with. Now, I get it. You're in Ireland, but if you're going to be in Ireland, like, all right, make the show Irish themed. Do some Irish themed shit. Have a, I don't know, Irish culture, man. Have a haggis and beef, radish and blood sausage match. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Fucking have a leprechaun match, a pot of gold at the end of I don't fucking know. All right. Have something. Do some themes with Irish that relates to the Irish people, and have it go throughout the night and make it entertaining for the people at home. Because regardless of the fact, all right, they're in Europe, so they're gonna sing their songs. They're gonna do all this extra shit. They're gonna take over the show. They're gonna have their fun regardless. Make it fun for me at home. Make it fun for me. Why is it not fun for me? These guys at the show that are paying thousands and thousands and thousands of doubloons or whatever the fuck Irish currency is called, right? They're paying thousands of dollars, and for some reason, they get to have all the fun, right? But not fun just based on what's happening in the show. Fun based on they're making their own fun. They're not even really concerned about the show. They're concerned with, how can we get ourselves over? How can we get WWE to come back? Can we be a crazy enough crowd that WWE comes back to Ireland? Like they'll do France. They were in Lyon, France, and now they're going to Paris because of how great Paris was, or how great France was last time. That's what the crowd is worried about. And WWE is worried about the same thing. They want the crowd to be as ruckus as possible, so it can take as much time and just let people chant as much as they can, so they can fill up airtime, and Triple H doesn't have to put as much effort into the product. That's just what it is, man. So Becky Lynch comes out. She cuts this "You People" promo, all right, after she marks out a little bit, talking about, I used to be in this arena during the live shows, and I was watching Randy Orton. Like, why are we doing this, right? Then she proceeds to just say, you people never appreciated me. I see posters of Katie Taylor, and at first I was like, who the fuck is Katie Taylor? And then I was like, oh yeah, the boxer. She just beat Amanda Serrano or whatever her name was. I remember that. But it took me a minute, so I'm like, why? Oh, I guess Katie Taylor is an Irish legend, but how the fuck would I know that, right? This is the problem with going overseas and trying to, be in their culture while filming for an American audience, because we have no idea what the fuck, right? We have no idea what the fuck is going on over there. She just starts listing off other Irish people, I guess, that are famous in Ireland, and she says that she's not famous enough to the Irish people, basically. And then this is when everything pretty much starts breaking down from there, right? You get a fucking, after she screeches, this is all I can say, right? She basically just screeches for like 6-7 minutes straight. Tiffany Stratton comes out, right? She says some words to Becky. And then Nia Jax comes out. She says some words to Becky, and we all see where this is going, all right? We all see where this is going at this point. You got two heels in the ring with a baby face, and then the heels, they just start stomping out the baby face for absolutely no reason. And then you get Jade Cargill running down the ramp, coming in for the save, and then Nick Aldis comes out, makes the match for the main event. Our main event is going to be Becky Lynch and Becky Lynch and Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. And I'm supposed to stay awake for 2 hours for that. I'm supposed to stay awake for 2 hours for that shit. No. Then we get Melo and Miz. They're backstage, right? And they're walking. They see Fraxium, or first is Melo. He walks up. He sees Fraxium, and they're out there. They're like, you did great. You earned my respect in that match. But, the Miz, he's basically using you, man. He's a user. And then Miz comes up. He's like, you know what? Let me tell you something. And Melo's like, you know what? No, I got this. All right. He starts listing off all his achievements. He's one of the greatest of all time, a future Hall of Famer, 10-time tag team champion. Didn't mention that he was a former WWE champion, but that is what it is, right? But former tag team champion, 10-time tag team champion. So he's the best. He knows what he's doing. He knows all the tricks. And the reason why we are where we are is because of him. All right. So the reason why you're a jobber is because of Miz. All right. Well, hey, there we go. That's all I needed to know, Melo. All right. We know who's holding Carmelo Hayes back now. But that was that. I don't really care too much about this, to be honest with you, man. I hope this just gets Carmelo Hayes a bit more TV time, because that's what he needs. He needs to get more reps on TV. So it is what it is. Now after that, we got Motor City Machine Guns versus Melodome Miz. I didn't care about that match. The Miz got the pin somehow, some way. I didn't care. Then we got an interview with Jimmy Uso, where it was basically Kathy Kelly or whoever the fuck, Jackie Redmond, whichever one of them brunette bombshells it was. And she was asking him about his baby. All right. Why are we doing this? Are we going to incorporate this into a storyline, or is this just to fill time? Because that's what it feels like, right? You got Jimmy Uso. He's not really saying much. He's just like, yeet, no, yeet, yeet. Saying all this extra shit. Then here comes Sami Zayn. Then here comes the MFTs. And then we realize that this is going to be the feud that Jimmy and Sami are going to be in. So you mean to tell me Sami Zayn, he just can't get away from these Samoans, man. When he's over on Raw, he's fucking around with Jay. When he's over on SmackDown, he's fucking around with Jimmy and the Bloodline, or the MFTs, or whatever the fuck, right? That's what he's doing. He's never away and out of the way of the Samoans. He can never do anything else. It's either Samoans or Kevin Owens, and there's no in between. Sami Zayn gets nothing else, and we're supposed to believe in him as a world champion, but all he does is feud with the Samoans. I didn't care about this segment at all. Then we got Charlotte Flair versus Piper Niven. This match, it was like 10 minutes long, whatever. Piper Niven ended up picking up the victory because Chelsea Green distracted the ref, or Alba Fire distracted the ref. Chelsea Green raked Charlotte Flair's eyes, and then Piper Niven hit her finisher, which looks absolutely terrible. And I feel for her, because she never gets to hit that move. All she does is lose. She never gets to hit her finisher. So I can't blame her when she hits her finisher for the first time in like a year and a half and it doesn't look great, right? So it is what it is. That was that match. And then we had a segment between Kiana, James, Julia, and Michin, where Michin's basically like a sick ex-girlfriend. She's talking about, you've been ignoring my calls. Like, what is this? Like, seriously, what is this? Genuinely. Like, why does Michin have to call Kiana James, who has been on the roster for way less time than Michin has? Michin has had she's had so many opportunities, not only to get over, but to get titles and to have her name out there. She's been in so many, big, quote unquote, big time matches, the garbage truck match with Chelsea Green and all that. So she's had multiple opportunities to get over and have championships and all that she has. Why is she begging Kiana James for an opportunity for anything? What the fuck has Kiana James proven? Not a damn thing. But that is not acknowledged. She just comes in, she just becomes the manager / lackey, I guess, because they set up a match between Kiana James and Kiana James and Michin, I guess next week or whenever the fuck. I don't know. What am I supposed to do with this? What does Michin have to gain from Kiana James? Kiana James hasn't been there for a fucking cup of coffee, and Michin is begging for favors. This makes Michin look like a fucking retard. Like what makes her look crazy, like a dumbass. Like, she can't figure out how to get opportunities on her own without asking new talent. This shit's ridiculous, man. But after that, we move on. What do we have after that? It was fucking the John Cena and Logan Paul promo. Now, this promo was pretty good, or this segment was pretty good, I guess. You know, if you just ignore the fact that John Cena was healed 3 weeks ago and just, you know, completely just turned on a dime, and now he's he was just teaming with Logan Paul, and now he's calling Logan Paul a big disappointment and all this shit like that. If you can ignore all that in a vacuum, this promo was, you know, or segment was okay. This segment was okay. Logan Paul, he's really good at what he does. But this is the thing about this promo. This is the same promo that John Cena cuts on all the up-and-coming talent that's supposed to be big time, right? He cut this promo on Austin Theory, cut this promo on Roman Reigns, cut this promo on, you know, just the list goes on. He even cut this promo on Cody Rhodes. It's pretty much the same promo, but it's, you know, tailored to Logan Paul. Of, you know, you're supposed to be this big time star, but you come in here and you're here for the wrong reasons. And we see that you're here for the wrong reasons. So the people don't believe in you. But you're supposed to be big time. I believe that you can be a WWE champion, but you don't believe that, and the people don't believe that because they know that you're here for the wrong reasons. You barely show up. You've had 23 matches and you talk about how hard you worked and all this stuff, but I've given 23 years to this business, right? So, this promo, the way that it kind of came off was that Logan Paul is going to have a bigger role in WWE in the future. Now, I wouldn't be upset with that because Logan Paul, like I've said many times before, Logan Paul is literally better than 90% of the roster, maybe 95, 98, 99% of the roster, because he actually tries. His matches are actually really good, and he actually tries to be somewhat of a character. He tries to play up his, you know, the gimmick of him being this guy who's extremely unlikable. And maybe in real life he is unlikable, but I don't know. I don't fucking know the guy. But that is his reputation online. He's an unlikable guy, and he plays into that. He plays into it very, very well. And he gets very good heat. It's cheap heat on most nights, but he plays into it very well. So I wouldn't be upset if Logan Paul had a bigger role, if he came around more often, if he was a mainstay on Friday Night SmackDown. If he became the WWE champion, I mean, look, I don't know how I necessarily feel about that, but it would be, in my opinion, if Logan Paul was the WWE champion, that's better for the WWE than Cody Rhodes being WWE champion. Every single fucking day of the week. Because Logan Paul is 1,000 times better than Cody Rhodes. He's buffer than Cody Rhodes, better looking than Cody Rhodes. He has better mic skills than Cody Rhodes. He's better in the ring than Cody Rhodes. Everything. He's taller than Cody Rhodes. He has all this. He has a bigger following than Cody Rhodes. He's actually mainstream, unlike Cody Rhodes. That would bring notoriety to the WWE. People want to watch, so that way they could see Logan Paul get his ass whooped, lose. And if you actually incorporate good storylines in there, then who knows what you could possibly get. So I don't mind them setting this up this way. I just don't really see this promo as like, oh, you know, it's an all-time, because, you know, John Cena cuts this promo on people. And after this, people are supposed to, I mean, usually what happens is, unless you're Roman Reigns, you normally either beat John Cena, like you go over and then you know, go on to get an opportunity, and then normally after that you get buried, like Solo Sikoa, right? Like fucking Austin Theory. You go on, you get an opportunity, you beat John Cena, and then after that you just proceed to get buried like that. So hopefully that doesn't happen to Logan Paul. Hopefully he takes the Roman Reigns route, you know what I mean, takes his time and just becomes a bigger star, you know, actually starts to take this thing seriously and take control, you know, creative control, and really just do what he wants to do and make a character, be in a story. That's all I can ask for. But am I more excited for this match because of this promo? Absolutely not. All right. I'm still not excited for Logan Paul versus John Cena. I'm just not. because there's no story here, right? I guess John Cena's disappointed in Logan Paul all of a sudden. It is what it is. We move on. We have the match between the Profits and the MFTs, and this is where I fell asleep. I have no idea who won this match. I do know that we got a Drew McIntyre promo somewhere after this, where Drew McIntyre is talking about Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, I believe, did not show up yet again tonight. Maybe he'll show up next week, and then that'll be the big, because that's what WWE has to do. They know that Cody Rhodes is not over. They know he's not. Triple H knows Cody Rhodes is not over with the crowd, no matter where the fuck they are. All right. Sure, he would have got a big pop, but that pop dies down right as soon as he starts talking, because nobody cares. Cody Rhodes is not interesting at all. And the only way that you can make him interesting is by having him get his ass whooped and then come back. It's the same. It's the Roman Reigns formula. And now Cody Rhodes is doing it. Lose, get your ass whooped, or even win, or whatever, leave for weeks on end, and then come back. Don't build your feud at all, and that's how we'll build, hype and all that, because people will want to see him come back. They'll want to see Cody Rhodes so bad. They'll want to see Cody Rhodes' response so bad. But no, I don't care about Cody Rhodes' response. What is it going to be? Oh, I respect you, Drew, and I love you, Drew, but I can't stand for what you've done to me, Drew, so therefore I'm going to have to kick your ass, Drew, right? I'm going to have to kick your ass, Drew. Drops the A word, and the people pop. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm a grown man. All right. I'm a grown fucking man. Like, speak to me like a grown man. All right. Don't tell me this show is for kids when you're advertising alcohol and Prime that fucking kills people. Got fucking sucralose and aspartame in it. Oh, there's no sugar. Yeah, because there's sucralose and aspartame that's going to block up your fucking intestines, giving these kids cancer. Like, come on now. What the fuck is going on here, man? Giving these kids heart palpitations. Don't tell me that this is a fucking kids show when you're fucking advertising Wheatley. So, after this, we get Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill, and obviously, I could not possibly care about that match, so it is what it is. This show, obviously, I fell asleep during it, so it was a terrible show. I give it a 0 out of 10. Was it the worst show of all time? Who knows? I'll never know, because I never watched the full thing. I had to go back, see the highlights and all this extra shit, but it is what it is, man. This show did nothing for me, all right? You come home after a long week of working hard and doing all that, and you want to relax, you want to be entertained, you want to be captivated, so you turn on WWE, and during the Vince era, even if you didn't watch on an every week basis, you could always come back and be like, what's Vince cooking up this week? And even if it's not something that you will want to watch on a sustained basis, you'd be like, all right, I'm entertained for this short amount of time, because at least I see old Vince is still up to his old tricks. Old Vince is still trying out here. Old Vince is still, let's see what old Vince is doing. But ever since Hunter has taken over, ever since Paul Levesque has taken over as creative, you could just tell, man, it's all about how much money we can get out of this, man. It's not about the story anymore. It's about how many social media views we can get, even though the internet isn't real and the backlash isn't real. Those people online, those critics aren't real, right? It's about how many social media views you can get or how much money you can make. It's not about the story. It's not about captivating the live audience. It's not about bringing in new fans or bringing in the general audience or building storylines. Every single time throughout all these matches, all you hear is about, oh, look at this move and look at that move. Look at how he pulls off that move. Oh, he had great matches. He's had a bunch of great matches. If you look at his matches and look at the moves that he does and how he moves and how fast he is and how strong he is and how quick he is and how agile he is. It's not about how cunning or how dangerous somebody is because of their mindset or how no character traits. It's all about matches and moves, man. This is fake, bro. I don't care about the moves. Nobody cares about the moves. That's why people for so long, and you can't even literally at this point, you can't even defend it, because you used to be able to say, I don't care about the moves and all that extra shit, right? I watch it because there's characters and there's larger than life stories that I actually care about and are entertained by, and I am entertained by them, right? But now you can't even say that anymore, because they don't even care about telling you stories. All they care about is getting big pops, the "this is awesome" chant, how many moves you can do, how many backflip, moon dogs, freaking moonsault, spring dive, 360, 720 fucking spring flips that you can do off the ropes, into the crowd, over the spring post, over the ring post, onto the damn announcer's table. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. That's all they care about at this point, man. So how can you, as a new viewer tuning in on this week, and you pull up and you see Tama Tonga or Tongaloa and Jeff Cobb versus the Street Profits, how are you supposed to take this shit seriously? That's all I got to say about this show, man. 0 out of 10, like I said. Like and subscribe if you want to hear some more. This has been your boy, Nate the Great, back with another video. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.